A second type of event you usually run are fairs. Fairs are very massive experiences for a lot of people. Usually they take place over a full day, and this is where people try to find real information, practical information. So that you could have between 200 or 300 people up to 2,000 people in a day, which is a very huge amount of people in a region or in a small city, for instance. How they are made? Well, we all know fairs. We've been to student fairs or job fairs. This is the concept. You can adapt it to other topics, but usually it has to be practical for people. So the audience is usually people who want to have a direct contact with certain companies or certain schools, and they are probably interested by the economic players of their regions. The preparation usually takes a lot of time, 6 to 8 months, depending on the experience of the organizers, if it's your first fair or not, the availability of a large space, and probably the marketing of the event by other partners. The cost can be quite high. You could bet on around 40 to 50 euros per person who's attending, so you have a pretty large share of the budget for a fair. So usually what we would recommend is to partner with lots of different projects, lots of different sponsors, so as to organize a fair. Fair are demonstrating that the region and municipality really wants to invest in a specific sector, so you can probably try to get a huge support from the public sector in your particular place. The promotion of fairs is usually done by a web page where people would register. This is the main point of contact you have with these people, and you want them to know that this particular web page exists. So the cultural agenda is a great way to promote your event, as well as eventually posters all around the city. In terms of PR, what you can expect from journalists or bloggers is it's really easy to invite journalists to talk about a fair, because once it happens, there's something to do during the day, and they know they will find some interesting stories there, so they will come and report about it. They might report it in a very technical way sometimes. If you're talking about investment in companies, they will talk about that, but it's already promoting a lot your own projects if you bet on that. Take care. Fairs are very massive events, so you want to organize these sort of things with a lot of time in advance. You usually, as we said, take 6 to 9 months to plan for a fair, and you need usually a great space to do that. A shortcut is to partner with a number of existing fairs and try to put your own content into these fairs. You have to pay in general to access these fairs and put your own displays there, which also means, since the fair is not focused on you, you will have less direct press, media, and interest from people on your topic, but still you're using that particular space to attract a part of the fair participants to your particular booth. We have cataloged and shared on an article the 10 outstanding recruiting event examples. This is specific for job fairs, but you can adapt the same concept to a lot of different topics. The measure of success: if you have more than 1,000 participants, lots of exhibitors, schools that send their students, and you can manage to bet on a network of volunteers. People are very willing in general to help for the organization of a fair for free. You're pretty successful. If you have less than 200 participants, you have a few boring exhibitors, people come because they have nothing to do, you don't have any volunteers, you're probably not in the success track. So if you anticipate this sort of results, that probably is not the best event you can organize.